heck of a player. 9 career interceptions, 3 career pick sixes as well for Will Johnson.
If you're just joining us, most of the picks that we've had tonight have been the players we expected to be drafted. There was one major change, which was the draft trade up early in the trade. The Jacksonville Jaguars moving up to number 2 with the Browns. The 8th pick is in the Carolina Panthers, and here's the commissioner.
With the 8th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Tetairoa Mcmillan, wide receiver, Arizona.
So that one isn't what we expected. Outstanding player. They call him T-Mac. He was born in Hawaii. Went to Arizona as the highest-rated recruit in the history of that school. Mel, his last 2 seasons, he had 174 catches for over 2,700 yards and 18 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had drawn comparisons to Mike Evans over the last couple of weeks. Everybody thought maybe Jacksonville, right, with Liam Cohen would go that direction. They, in fact, moved up to get Travis Hunter. Think about where we are with Tetairoa Mcmillan. He's 19 right now on my big board. So he is a reach. I thought Matthew Golden from Texas would be the first receiver taken, but hey, the ability to make the contested catch is his forte. That's why Drake London was a comp, and certainly Mike Evans. If you want to stretch it to Evans, I would not do that. I think when you look at Tetairoa Mcmillan, doing it against college cornerbacks, not being able to get great separation is the reason why I thought his stock dropped a bit. We've all talked about he loves volleyball, right? Okay? Hey, you got to be an athlete to play volleyball. He loves the sport. The NFL, you got to love it to be able to compete against the great corners in the NFL. His production over a 3-year period was consistent. Noah Fafita came on at quarterback, really helped his cause, but 84 catches this past year speaks volume. The kind of ability he had, 8 went for touchdowns. The catch radius, the length, the contested situations go his way. And the NFL guys, will there be enough separation? Can he get it done, Lou, against NFL cornerbacks like he did in college?
And I love this pick for Bryce Young because you give him a bigger body to throw the football. Currently, he was throwing Xavier Legette and Adam Thielen. So now you're giving him a bigger body, bigger catch radius. He doesn't have to be as accurate. But when you talk about the contested catches on the college level, if you can't get open in college, how are you going to get open in the NFL? Like, that's my biggest concern for him. I get the body control. I get how pretty he looks. I get the contested catches. But can he get open in the NFL? Drake London is a fair comparison. He didn't take off in the NFL in Atlanta until they moved him inside in the slot and allowed him to get some free releases. So will they have to move T-Mac inside, or can he get open on the outside?
Well, which is where he played plenty at Arizona. He played in the slot quite often in Arizona. And Jed Fish, who coached him down there before he left to go to Washington, did some really nice things with him as far as getting him on linebacker, getting him on safety, where he could use some of that subtle movement in the way to get open. And his catch radius is something Bryce Young's going to absolutely need. And you're right. As you see him here hugging the commish, all these guys, you can just see like the relief that they have when they go up here. But Ted's going to have a good career in Carolina. He just needs to make sure he takes care of business.
A very nice moment there as he placed the lay on the commissioner there. Tetairoa Mcmillan was a very proud winner of the Polynesian Player of the Year awards, both in high school and in college. So that's a lovely moment there. By the way, he was a high school teammate of Mason Graham, who was drafted earlier tonight. And our teammate Teddy Bruschi is celebrating as Tetairoa Mcmillan is the first Arizona wide receiver ever selected in the first round of the NFL draft. So an interesting move here by a Carolina team. This was the first thing we've seen that had not been forecast pretty much anywhere that I'd look.
Well, because we thought Carolina was going to go defense. But I get the fact, Greeny, they're trying to help the young quarterback. That seems to be the new thing. Do you fortify the defense and keep the points down, or do you try to evaluate the young quarterback by getting him some weapons? I like the move. Bryce Young came on at the end of last season. We started to see promise. And so if you're Carolina, why not help the young quarterback to see if you can continue this climb that he's made toward the end of last season?
Taking the wide receiver is perhaps not the big